you're like, I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. But your gut is working against you. 80%, we should have 80% good bacteria and 20% bad. The pool at the top is representative of probably quite the opposite of that. And with plexus, what we're doing is getting in there, reversing some of the damage, healing that leaky gut, draining out that pool, scrubbing the sides, and then filling it back up with a robust, flourishing pool of water, that clear water down at the bottom. You see, it's oxygenated, it's clean, it's clear, and that's what the plexus triplex is doing. So that is our goal. And what does that have to do with weight loss? I'm glad you asked. When you have dysbiosis, which is overgrowth of bad bacteria, you crave sugar and carbs. What happens to sugar and carbs when they're not used as energy? They are stored as fat. So there's a lot of different levels to why we gain and retain weight. One of them is caloric intake. Another is decrease your activity level. The nutrients, the macros, like how much of each thing you're eating, or ratio, right? All those things, insulin resistance, all those things play into it. So you can't just say one thing is the answer. And that's what I love about plexus. It is a three-pronged approach to helping us to get to that healthy weight our body is trying to attain. Trying to get to healthy weight from the pool at the top is, you can get there probably. Doing all the things consistently and just, trying to kill yourself and doing it. You can probably get there, but will you feel your best? Is it sustainable? Are you setting yourself up to have a more healthy lifestyle instead of? Have you seen people who lose a lot of weight and then they look sick? So that's what this is helping us to do. Helping us to keep our blood sugars in a healthy range. Actually, let me go to the next slide. So it has everything to do with weight. Having a healthy gut is going to help you to change your cravings, keep your blood sugars in a healthy range, have more natural energy, more mental clarity, your mood is better, you have a better outlook on life, you're more positive, and then you have that I can do it. And then this system gives you that tool in your tool belt to say, okay, I know I have to eat right, I know I have to exercise more, I know I have to stay hydrated, and I have a very easy, doable plan to do that. So let's jump right into 3 core products that address gut health. Your body's primary function is to protect itself. It's not to lose weight. So when you have a system that is addressing your fundamental core health and filling in those nutritional gaps and getting your gut in check and decreasing the inflammation, then your body balances itself off. You see the inches go first. So that's why we here in Plexus say measure first, try to not to stay on the scale every day, because the inches will come off first from that inflammation and then the pounds will follow. Let's talk about Slim. So Slim is otherwise known as the pink drink. If you've heard it, heard your friends on socials talking about pink drink, that's Slim. Slim comes in 2 different forms. So don't let the name fool you. If somebody doesn't have weight loss as a goal for them, they would get microbiome activating Slim. So let me tell you what's in both. Both have beetroot extract. That's where it gets its color. But we do know beetroot is highly anti-inflammatory. So you're getting a shot of beetroot extract every day if you're drinking Slim consistently. So that's helping bring down that inflammation. It also has chromium. Chromium keeps your blood sugar in a balanced range. We all know the diets attempt to keep your blood sugar in a healthy range. Keto, Atkins, you could probably name a couple of others that try to keep because the goal is to keep your blood sugars balanced so that you're not spiking and dipping and then causing those cravings. So keeping your blood sugar in a healthy range keeps your insulin in a healthy range, helps your glucose metabolism. Your cells are metabolizing glucose better, and you can see how that will benefit you in a weight loss journey over time with consistency. It also has sweetened with stevia, so that it is gonna not gonna harm your good gut bacteria. So let me explain what I mean by that. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose and saccharin, aspartame, they kill your good gut bacteria. So of course they help you with your caloric intake, but what are they doing on the other side of that? So when I learned that, I'm like, okay, well, now I have to make sure that I'm reading the back of my my packages and everything, because just because it says sugar-free or something doesn't mean it's good for us. And now I know another reason why. It also has fiber, prebiotic fiber. We need prebiotics to feed probiotics. I didn't understand that. I thought probiotics just lived on their own. But no, prebiotics are the food for the bacteria. If I can give you one guess on what feeds bad bacteria, I think I mentioned it earlier.
Oh, sugar.
It's sugar. Yeah. Sugar feeds bad bacteria, right? So if you could keep the blood sugars in a healthy range, kill off that bad bacteria, start to feed your good gut bacteria, automatically your cravings change. If you're overgrown with yeast and bad bacteria, candida, then you probably crave more sugars. You have a sweet tooth. You have to have a fill in the blank every day sugar drink. You have a Coke addiction, a Starbucks addiction, all of those things. And it's not maybe because we lack willpower. It's because our gut bacteria is out of balance. So aren't you excited to know that? It's not our fault. It is. And with products like these that help us keep that balance in check, then we thrive, right? So that is SLIM. The one main thing about the different forms of SLIM, one is hunger control. It has more fiber. All that means is it's helping you to feel fuller. So you can make better food choices. You're more satiated. Maybe you're not as hungry. Maybe you are good with just eating the salad with a protein instead of getting the side of fries or whatever. Just switching those things out, it just helps empower you to do that. So the microbiome activating has fiber in it, but not a bulk forming fiber. So that's the difference between the two. So I hope that makes sense. The second product in the triplex is Probiotic. And as a pharmacist, I did not understand that not all probiotics were created equal. Actually, I thought if it was refrigerated, that meant it was better. But that's not true. Our technology that we use for Probiotic makes it more bioavailable, so it's freeze-dried. That just means it gets to the gut and plants itself. It also has an antifungal. Not a lot of probiotics, over-the-counter or otherwise, have that antifungal. That is helping to, again, get rid of that bad bacteria. It also has digestive enzymes. So that also is helping to get that balance of good to bad bacteria under control. Probiotic 5 is a game changer with people who suffer from candida, like those symptoms on the first slide, but also have stomach, pain after eating, a lot of bloating. This really helps with that. So that's the Probiotic 5, and then the BioCleanse. BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement that has bioflavonoids and vitamin C. It just helps the magnesium be absorbed better. Magnesium deficiency shows up in a lot of ways, and some people have imbalanced heart rate, cramping, migraine headaches. Some people that have a deficiency in magnesium, it can show up in those ways and more. A lot of people associate magnesium with constipation. Like, okay, well, I must need magnesium if I'm constipated, but it is not a laxative. It just helps your body naturally eliminate the toxins. It also helps to oxygenate your environment and change the pH. And if you know anything about radical cells like cancer cells, they love an acidic environment. If you're highly toxic, you're more acidic. And this product is helping to bring your pH to a more alkaline environment so that it is able to detox and not allow those radical cells to thrive. So the triplex is Slim, BioCleanse, and ProBioFine. So, about the way the inches will go off, the pounds will follow. But we live in a society where we want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, right? Forget the gut health. I don't really care about that. Well, I've already explained to you why you should, but Plexus also has weight loss support products that are very efficient in helping to accelerate the weight loss process. One of my favorites is, Slim is one. We've already talked about the Slim. Lean protein is a meal replacement shake, or you can make it as a snack. It has two versions. We have whey and vegan, chocolate and vanilla. And if you are wanting to really accelerate your weight loss, it helps to build lean muscle. It also has prebiotics in it, so it's feeding your good gut bacteria. It does not have the things that would normally aggravate your stomach, like the lactose, and it also has removed one of the other whey protein components that causes stomach upset. Because I wasn't one that could do whey protein. It would just tear my stomach up. But I can do this because Plexus has thought of it all and taken all of the irritants out of the products. So that is the lean protein. For the Renew Your Challenge, and I know we're going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit, it's best to do 2 meal replacement shakes a day. And that doesn't mean it has to be in a blender. You can make you can make like a little pudding. You can have it as an ice cream at the end of the day, or a lot of different recipes, a lot of different ways. It's delicious. It's not chalky, and people really, really love the lean protein. We also have a metabolism booster. I don't have the bottle, but it's called MetaBurn. And it is one of those natural metabolism lifters. You don't feel jittery. You don't, come crashing down. It just helps you with B vitamins. I believe it has chicory root. All of the plant-based supplements is not a stimulant like, Phentermine and all those things. And it doesn't leave you jittery like I've tried in the past over the counter, like Metabolite and those things. It's just a nice energy lift. Sometimes I can't tell other than just maybe a little more hungry because my metabolism is speeding up. I can't really tell that I've had it. So it is a stellar product to boost your metabolism. We also have, that was my MetaBurn right there. You see it? MetaBurn. So you can take one of these twice a day. And then the block. We have a carb blocker, actually 2 carb blocker products. One is called Block and one is called Balance. The difference between the two is Balance has 5-HTP, which is the mood boosting hormone. So as I was learning more about the products, it is very similar to how they treat weight loss prescriptively now. Not only they're getting away from, some of the companies have determined that your mood has a lot to do with, your weight loss outcomes, and is treating them with prescription antidepressants. And so I was intrigued that Plexus also has a product that has something that blocks carbs. Because again, I told, remember we talked about keeping your blood sugars in a healthy range. So it blocks 40 to 48% of carbs if you take it 20 to 30 minutes before your heaviest carb meal. So again, you're just layering, keeping your blood sugar in a healthy range. Keep your blood sugar in a healthy range. You're going to start hearing, if you haven't already, a lot about insulin resistance on commercials and TV. Keeping your blood sugars in a healthy range helps to decrease insulin resistance as well. So you can see how the science behind these products is just fascinating. So that's the block. So let's talk about, I'm going to stop sharing. How do you get started? We have so many. Let me just back up and say, Pluses has so many products. We have, of course, the weight management. We did touch on those. The gut is the cornerstone of our foundational business. But we have weight loss and we have nutrition. So we have things that just, for immunity. We have very bioavailable multivitamins, just stellar products. But I'm going to spare you going into all that because Andrea is going to talk about the challenge, and then I'll talk about how you get started.
Okay.
just a little snippet of her vision of it.
Okay, so the challenge is basically, we're going to start for just, we're going to try 30 days, to get started, and then we'll go from there. But, just get your team together.
What just happened?
This year, and have teams, and we're going to, of course, the fundamental part will be our gut health, and we'll try to take the Renew You package, like the products, and then we'll also incorporate our eating, our nutrition, so we'll have all those things that work together. So I would call it like we're going to cleanse our bodies, with cleanse our gut, cleanse our bodies, clean eating, and then we're also going to have some fitness experts to kind of come in and, do some workouts. Okay. So that's pretty much what the challenge is going to be, so that we have that balance in place, to help accelerate our weight loss, but also to help us to tone, tighten, and, let's get our bodies right, for the summertime, but we should be good by then.
Yes. And the way that it's going to happen is having a very doable regimen that you can be consistent with. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have started and stopped. This week I'm on, next week I'm on. And that's human nature, right? But if you have a regimen that's easy, it doesn't seem like you got to go up the mountain to get ready to do it. You are successful. And then what makes our team successful is community. Having somebody to link arms with. So that's why I'm so excited about Andrea's vision to have a Renew You challenge. Really, it's a lifestyle. Just finding something that really works for you, fundamentally changing the way you feel and the way you think. It's a win-win-win. So I'm excited about the group. I'm excited about the challenge to get the products. We have a sale of a cost-efficient way that you can purchase the products and get your teams, your people, your family and friends to purchase the products from you, because everybody on here has the ability to share the products. As a wholesale customer is the best price. So you can get a Renew You Essentials, which I believe a lot of the people on this call started with. You can get that. It is on sale, still 10% off. As a welcome pack, sorry I don't have the graphics up, but as a welcome pack, it is six to seven products that you can get with retail normally at $336, but you can get it for $199. Annual enrollment is normally $39.95, but right now it's reduced to $9.95, and that's just like Sam's or Costco. You would pay the annual fee just to keep getting the discount. With the smaller welcome pack, like the triplex, or if you just wanted to go with weight loss products only, like block Slim Active E, so 3 product combos. Those are on sale for $99. So they were normally $109 as a welcome pack for the wholesale customers. Now they're on sale for $99 through the end of the month. Like I said, $9.99 on the annual wholesale fee, and then the 60-day money back guarantee. So we know with consistency, you will start to see results pretty quickly in the first few days, a week. You start seeing your energy up. You start noticing maybe a little more mental clarity, but as you stay consistent, 2 to 3 months, you start really seeing the maximum benefits of the products. I say, commit to at least 3 products. I take more, but at least 3 for 30 days. And you would just look back and go, well, I didn't even know it could help with that. And a lot of the testimonies in our testimony page, Journey to Health and Happiness, speak to just that. Like, oh, I didn't know my dandruff could go away. Stuff like that. Like unexpected blessings, that's what we call it. As in return for sharing the products, which is what I did, and I continue to do, just because when you see people feeling better and you're giving people hope, you can't help but to tell people. But the company will generously compensate us. We get paid 11 ways as a wholesale customer/ambassador, and they have incentivized us to get started sharing quicker with the Fast Start program. That just means you make double bonuses. And then you also get an incentive for the first 3 this month. You'll get an extra $75. And for the first 6, you can get an extra $200. So let me just say, it is very doable and very attainable to get your products paid for. And that will help your consistency as well. I started out just saying, if I don't have to pay for these products every month, that would be a win, right? So 3 to 5 people you tell, you get them on your Renew Your Challenge team, you pay for your next month, and then some of the following month's products, and then a little bit extra to buy your new workout gear or whatever, if you want to do that. Or you can go in all the way and earn a 6-figure income and drive up Lexus and go on the company trip with me this year. So, does anybody have any questions? Does Plexus have meal plans or cookbooks? Yes. On social media, there are books, pages and pages of recipes. We have a page called, it's a separate page somebody created with Plexus Lean Recipes. We have YouTube videos. We have a YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, follow Plexus Worldwide on YouTube. And there's chefs on there giving recipes. Sometimes they'll come in doing a live with recipes, dinner recipes. So yeah, we don't necessarily have a cookbook, but there are a lot of references that we can use for meal planning. Any other questions? Okay, Andrea, do you have any questions?
No questions. Oh, I do want to say about the challenge. This is like kind of like our first call tonight, but we are going to have prizes. Okay, it's a challenge, so there are going to be plenty of prizes. And mainly, I want to have fun. Okay, anything we do, we want to have fun. And so, so that's pretty much it. And y'all are going to really, really like the prizes.
Yeah. So you start making your list. Get your list of people that you want to invite to join the challenge. Get them on a 3-way chat. Let's get them signed up with their products. It used to take a week to get the products. The people are getting their products in a day or 2 now because there's a facility distribution center in Dallas. So let's get this going. There's a group that Andrea has created that everybody I believe is in. Feel free to start just engaging in that group. I will do the same. And as people join the challenge, you'll see more and more activity in that group. So I'm excited about that. And then if we can get connected on Facebook, I can drop for people with, and they fill in the blank, they have a preconceived notion, but it's for everybody. It is definitely for everybody. So I'm excited to get going on this journey with you guys. And if you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. And Andrea knows how to do that.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay. Y'all have a good night.
Okay. Thank y'all. Good night, everybody.
Okay. All right.
That's pretty cool. Look at my site plexusworldwide.com/Nicole NECOLE KING. Look me up. Check me out. See any products that you like. We just gave you a mild little version of what's going on, what products that help you and help your leaky guts and help you lose weight. And I want you to get on that challenge with me. And again, like I said, look it up. Go on the site. Look at the products. And if you want to be an ambassador, the $9.95 is to be an ambassador. Is pretty much what you call. You enroll. That's your monthly fee. So you can get the discounts on the back end of all your products.